Hey guys, this is Steve's here with Steve's Outdoor. We're out here trying to get you guys a better how-to video to understand how this thing works and how I use it out here in the deer woods. Okay, I got my wife running the camera today so we can get better footage and closer shots than the one we have on the website currently. So if you take a look at the spot here where I have my chair sitting, you'll see I have a little cedar tree here, a tiny oak tree here, and then a little laurel bush, holly bush, whatever you'd prefer to call it. But I'd get out into the woods. It comes in a bag like this. And inside this bag, you're gonna have a 4-foot by 8-foot camo panel. It's gonna have a string of rope at the top with sewn mollies and a string of rope at the bottom with sewn mollies. So it doesn't matter which way you hang it, it works both ways. Okay, but I'd get it out of the bag. Okay, you can see here, there's sewn molly loops on it. So when you're sitting behind it, you can hang all your accessories from it, your call, your range finder, hang your quiver off of it, whatever you'd prefer to hang from it. And then there's also a secondary prusik here that's sewn fast to the panel. I'll show you what that's for in the event you get into some bigger trees. Okay, at the end of the rope here, same thing. You got a sliding prusik knot on this piece of paracord. That would be how you're going to pull and tighten it once you get it in place wherever you want it. Also, I'm going to show you guys a quick how-to video in the middle of this. I've had a customer say that he either lost or from manufacturer it did not come with a carabiner, which if that persists to be an issue, guys, let me know and I'll do what I can about it. But if you take the carabiner off the prusik, fold the prusik in half, twist the 2 loops, and then you just take your carabiner, feed it through those 2 loops, and now that carabiner is hitched to it. So makes it harder for it to just slide off on you and lose it. Okay, so now this is a smaller tree, so I'm gonna slide this prusik in a little bit, but I prefer to sit when I'm on the ground. So I'm gonna show you how it would be set up that way. Once you get your first side attached, pull your panel around. You want to come over here, dear, so they can see. I'm going to go right around this little laurel bush or this scrub bush here. And then same thing. I'm going to go right back to the panel in this case because it's smaller brush and I can reach the panel with the carabiner. Now we're just going to slide that tight, and that'll pull it tight for you. And then what I'd like to do is sit down in my chair at this point and make sure it's at right shooting height so I don't got to get up out of the chair. Quick adjustment down in the center here. That's probably about perfect, just so my arrow clears the top of the plant. So now that I got it set, I'll come back over on this side, pull this side tight. And then the bottom here, since I'm sitting up on the ground, there's no need to attach the bottom rope to keep it from blowing in the wind. I'll just gather the bottom end. And then I just find a piece of deadfall or stick laying on the ground and throw it on the bottom to weight it down. Now if you want to come behind here real quick, I brought some calls and things out here with me, so we can show them that you can hang all the accessories from it. Now on the tree here, I would use my Genesis 3D printed gear hanger for my bow hook on that little cedar tree in this setup. But here I have just a plastic carabiner. You can get those on Amazon. And hang this deer call so it's right here in front of me. Same way with my rangefinder. I'm left-handed, so I'd keep it on the left-hand side of the panel where I could get to it easy with my strong hand and be able to range whatever would step out into the clearing out here in front. Now, if I was out here in gun season, I wouldn't need the rangefinder or something like that, but I'd have to mark my blind. I just carry an extra orange vest with me, guys, and I'd just, clip it around this panel here, and that would mark the blind for me during gun season. Now, I'll also show you why we're set up here, what the point of this secondary Prusik knot is, honey. If you want to come back around, we'll show them over here on this cedar tree. Now, in the event you're in some bigger timber and you can't get this carabiner back to the panel to pull it tight, you just go to the rope, okay? Go to the rope and then same thing. Pull the rope tight. Now that the rope's tight, the secondary Prusik allows you to still get this panel positioned wherever you need it. Plus it pulls the fabric tight and holds it there. So in this case, I'm able to slide this panel wherever it falls on the string and I may need it. And then the Prusik, just push back that way. It still pulls the panel tight, and then same thing. If you're sitting on the ground and you have it set up lower, just find a stick or a rock or something on the forest floor to weight the bottom down. During gun season, I would hunt with this thing higher, so it's at about chin height. So the rope at the bottom then I would attach, and it also becomes my gun rest, and I prefer to stand during gun season. So that's just one formation of how I would set this thing up. We're actually going to walk about 75 yards here to another spot I sit during archery season, where I set this thing up in a straight line and sit behind it. So you get two different variations of how I use it in the deer woods. Thank you. Setup number 2, I'd set this thing up on a straight line here. Deer, if you want to turn around and show them the area out there I'd be looking at from behind here. Okay, it's a little clearing in the middle of some heavy brush, a lot of deadfall, to be honest with you. We got a lot of dead ash trees in our woods here. And again, same thing, keep your molly loops to the inside, see me just get it back out of the bag. Okay, so I go in a straight line here. Again, I'm on some really small brush here. Flip the carabiner to the panel. I'm going to slide this tight because we're going between some smaller stuff here. And then same thing over on this side. Now slide your panel tight, and then remember when you throw your rope around about the need to readjust it to your shooting height. So keep that in mind as you're deciding whether to throw the rope around a limb or not, that you may need to adjust it up or down a little bit. But then same thing, slide this Prusik tight, and then again, just gather your bottoms and lay them down gently, nicely in front of you, like so, and then find a rock or a stick, a piece of deadfall, just weight the bottom of it. Sit in your stool or bucket or whatever your preferred thing is. Make sure it's the right height for you. If not, just come out to the end here, slide it down a little bit. Same way over here. That's why I said make sure you pay mind to the fact when you're going around limbs or things with it for a quick height adjustment. Now it's probably a little low on this end, so just gonna go out here, slide it back up a little bit. And then that'd probably be about perfect for how I'd set up behind this thing. It's in a straight line across in front of me. I have a little rock formation here, and I'm as low as the brush and the trunks of the tree for the horizontal breakup behind me. And everything here would come across pretty much in front of me in my experience. Been hunting this spot since I'm 12 years old, so this is a really good spot if I was gonna bring one of my daughters out, you know, to go sit with them, maybe with a gun in gun season or something, or even archery with the crossbow if she practices a little bit more. Alright guys, that's 2 ways I would set this thing up and hunt with it in the deer woods. I hope it was a little more instructional and you got better footage of how it works and an understanding of how I would use it. And thank you guys for the support. You guys have been a lot of help getting the website up and running, fixing the shipping issues. So thank you to everybody that's been a part of this, and until next time, we'll see you later.